live? Okay, we're live.
Jesus Christ, finally.
Okay, welcome to the Jimmy D podcast, episode 7. We've been doing this for 7 weeks.
Trying to, at least.
We've been slowly doing this for 7 weeks. I think we skipped a couple weeks in there too, but it's okay. We are live. We're going to be talking about Comic-Con. Welcome in, Soulless. Almost said Soul, and I was like, that's going to confuse Cody.
But Jim, I'm already here. Or am I?
Comic Sans, welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? All right,
First of
so
all,
we have a lot of shit to talk about.
yeah.
Whew.
Oh, God. We meant to start this about 2 hours earlier.
Yeah, because we were
What?
like, we need to start this early so we can get everything out before it's midnight, and then we're still sitting here talking about the first different genre that we're trying to cover, and we still haven't even touched the big parts. So,
But technology was like, no, you ain't.
yeah, it even told me no, and I was like, what the fuck? Hold up, no. So, let's start with the...
Let's start with Marvel, because you already kind of covered a majority of Marvel last night. Let's just kind of finish that.
Okay, take my money. Oh, God damn it, I left my drink upstairs because I thought we weren't doing this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Take my money. I don't know what else to say. Like,
so I am really excited
for Doctor Strange.
I'm not excited for Strange.
Really?
The one I'm honestly excited for the most, it's going to sound weird, Shang-Chi the most.
That's the bottom of my list.
Well, okay, so here's why I'm excited for Shang-Chi. Because I didn't know who the fuck Shang-Chi was. So I did a little bit of research, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So Shang-Chi is technically one of the in the Marvel, he's like the greatest, okay?
Okay.
Master to where he duplicate himself.
Okay, I heard some of that.
Okay, hold on. Now, don't do this to me.
All right. I can hear you. Yes.
So Shang-Chi has extreme mastery over Chi to where he can create duplicates of himself.
Duplicates of himself. Okay. Gotcha.
But what got me the most interesting was he's supposedly so good that some of his students included Spider-Man, Captain America, and Wolverine.
Okay. That is interesting. And here's the thing about Shang-Chi. They did say that the 10 rings we've already seen them in the movies. So...
Oh, I know, and the Mandarin's in it.
Yes, the real Mandarin.
The true Mandarin.
Yes, which got me the most... Honestly, if we're talking about villains, the Mandarin... Out of these new movies and the villains they've talked about, the Mandarin is my second most excited for villain.
Okay. Who is your first?
Taskmaster for the Black Widow movie.
They confirmed who's playing him?
No. They did not. The Hopper from Stranger Things is playing a character called Alexei.
Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right.
And I'm back.
Okay.
I hate that in the Discord thing where it says RTC, but it's basically connected.
Yeah.
It's like my OCD part hates that.
It's okay. Hopper from Stranger Things is playing a character called Alexei. That's okay. That's all it said. So it might be him, which I'm not against.
I'm not, but I don't really see him
I
as
don't.
Taskmaster.
Yeah, I don't see him as the Taskmaster. So I honestly don't know who is playing the Taskmaster.
Oh, I don't, and that's going to be interesting the most.
Just pulls off the
Um,
mask. It's Keanu Reeves.
no, so everything else they kind of announced. The Scarlet Witch and Vision show,
Yes.
which will lead into the Doctor Strange movie,
Yes. Which is called the
which
Multiverse of Madness.
dream that's dreams,
Yeah.
dreams.
And you might get Scarlet Witch doing the No More Mutants kind of thing. And that's what causes X-Men.
Yeah, that would be interesting because we also know that Black Panther 2,
Fantastic Four.
Marvel 2 figured, Guardians
Mutants.
3 figured, Fantastic Four. I was surprised.
I'm not. Because a lot of people think Oscorp is the building that the old Avengers Towers turned into. I think it's actually the Fantastic Four building. And that's I think that's why they didn't really show the building much other than Spider-Man swinging through the atrium. So, you there, Cody? Do-do, do-do. Remember, guys, you guys can chime in too. Join the discussion. Um, if you got any questions, things you're excited about, let us know. Let us know. But but do, 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 do. I think it did clunk out. Well, oh, Orville will get a bigger budget with Hulu, hands down.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. Um,
Um,
there you go.
so, yeah, so anyway, back to my original, what I was saying.
With
Uh,
Fantastic
I
Four.
Yes, I didn't think they were going to do Fantastic Four right away because
No.
of the fact that general audiences still have the stigma of the Sony Fantastic Four.
Well, the Fox.
Well, yeah, the Fox one. That's why
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't think like I knew we were going to do it. I didn't think they were going to do it that soon.
I figured they were going to do Fantastic Four before they did X-Men.
Makes sense.
Because,
I am happy that it's the New Mutants.
well, it's just called Mutants. It's not New Mutants. It's just Mutants. I think that way you don't have the stigma of the X-Men name above it, and people might still connect that to Fox.
No, that's true. Also,
So
but that makes me wonder, like, what kind of mutants do you think they'll throw into it?
I don't know. I feel like they might pull some of the lesser known ones. I think they might pull Kitty Pryde. A
Kitty
few.
Pryde, I think they definitely will. I think they, and if anything, I think they might lead more towards more modern X-Men,
Yeah, and
like where.
and that's sort of why I thought of Kitty Pryde because she's actually the leader of the X-Men in one of the comic arcs lately.
You know, it'd be really cool, and it's an X-Men that I've wanted them to use for years, but they never have.
Which one?
I want Marvel to bring Gambit into the uh the X-Men verse.
I figured that's who you were gonna say.
Dude, Gambit has the fucking power to be an Omega level mutant,
Yeah.
but his powers basically got nerfed.
Yep.
You know,
I
so
I fully understand.
so it's like he has the power to be an Omega level mutant, but they basically nerfed him.
Yeah.
So
Um.
I'm like,
But yeah, everything for Marvel looks good. We will be doing videos on everything.
oh god, yeah. Oh my gee. Even Thor even Thor.
Love and
Thunder
thunder,
blow.
love and thunder, my man.
the best. The
Yeah,
best title.
yeah, yeah, that would be interesting. Never to not even call them X-Men, to kind of like a Taken style, um, where they're on the run with a group of mutants hiding from the government. That would be definitely interesting.
You
Um,
could see you could involve like Wolverine's daughter.
yeah, which I don't think they'll touch X-23, to be honest. Um,
That sucks, but
it,
I do see that.
I don't think they'll pull the. I mean, if they did, it would be a completely different actress. They wouldn't bring in the actress from Logan, which is a shame, um,
It is.
because she was just fantastic. But everybody's gonna be recast now. If we don't get Jim and Emily Blunt to play Mister Fantastic in the Invisible Woman, uh,
That's
it
not gonna. You
th-
know that.
that is a disservice. They deserve those roles.
Hey man, we got discount Wesley Snipes to play Blade.
Oh, which Wesley Snipes must be pissed because he had been constantly going saying, if Marvel wanted to make a Blade movie, I can be Blade. I'm still fit. I can do
So
this.
I only have one request when it comes to the new Blade.
Okay,
Just one small.
what's that?
At some point in the movie, whether he's fighting vampires or he's working with Shield, because Blade current run or some modern some comics they've had it to where he's been a like a
Mm-hmm. One thing I have to say about the casting of Blade is the fact that with this casting, it confirms that um uh it confirms the Netflix shows are not canon anymore. That they don't even matter. You good?
I gotta I want him them at one point to pretty much say some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
Yes, but what I was saying is I don't with this casting of Blade because he was in Luke
Yeah.
Cage, it confirms that all of the Netflix shows did not happen. They're not
No.
connected.
Anyway, continue talking. I have to go unscrew a cable box.
No worries. Um so oh, I didn't even think about the guy from Elementary um would be a good Reed Richards. Definitely would be an interesting choice. Um but I could definitely see them taking it and running with it. That's the thing with Marvel though. Like they have so many different capabilities and ways of taking stuff that you think would not work and twisting it or writing it in a way. Um, yeah, they did do some time travel stuff last season, but this season confused me with Shield because like at the end of last season they talked about um Thanos and the snap, well not the snap, but the New York battle and all. So I figured this season would deal with something either between the 5 year gap or something, but they haven't touched upon it at all. So I just assume it's in a different uh, universe, or a different timeline. But it's kind of disappointing at the same time because they don't you were addressing it Infinity War and all at the end of last season, but then this season you're not. It's not even mentioned. So I think that's kind of a disservice um, for Shield in a way. I definitely feel that way. But we have a lot to talk about tonight. After we finish Marvel here, we're going to be going to DC. Well, there's a couple things to do with DC. Um, there's the DC Universe streaming service. We're gonna have to talk about the stuff they announced for that. We're gonna be talking about the CW verse, talking about that, um, and then basically everything else. So Netflix, uh, Universal, It, um, Terminator, all that stuff. We'll talk about too. So we're going. I might have to go get my water because I'm gonna. My mouth is gonna be dry. um, but we have a lot to talk about, guys. If you want a certain topic talked about, oh, banned from the set. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, so he knew nothing, which is kind of a shame because Shield has always been that one thing that, while the Marvel Netflix shows, they didn't really touch upon anything that happened in the MCU. The Shield at least was right there with it. It was like the what happens to the people underneath, especially right after the first Avengers through like Captain America, Winter Soldier, all that. And those, I think those were the best seasons of the show because it was directly connected. So you had Shield falling apart, and you saw the aftermath of that, and you had Maria Hill going back and forth, and between the movies and Shield, and like it was this nice twist and tie-in and all of that. But now you don't have that, and it's like, ooh, I don't know how to feel. Um, all right, I'm just fixing something for Nightbot real quick. All right. Yeah. I haven't. I watched the first episode of season 6, and then I kind of stopped because of that feeling that it was just so disconnected. Season 5
What
was perfect.
what season?
Shield, because
Yeah.
season 6, the showrunner apparently was banned from Endgame, um, and knew nothing of what was going to happen. So the show has no connection anymore with what happened, and it's weird.
I think he was banned from Endgame.
He was banned from the set.
Why?
I get to keep it under wraps, I assume.
Sure. It
Um,
makes no sense, but I don't care about Shield honestly.
yeah, I mean, I fe- I enjoyed Shield, but it did kind of. I caught back up with season 5 because of the different things they were talking about with Infinity War. But I watched through season 5. Season 6, I just haven't.
Yeah,
Um,
like I don't care about Shield honestly.
no, I get that. So, shall we do the other uh, stuff
Yeah,
that before we go to DC?
yeah.
All right. So,
Uh,
Netflix. Let's do Netflix first. Um,
Netflix was like, "Hey, we've got stuff. We're
yes.
like number one in the trading industry."
Yes. So Netflix, um they showed off The Witcher, which we had talked about previously,
Yeah, they finally showed a trailer.
and it was amazing. Um I don't
I
know
don't know how to feel about The Witcher.
I don't know what the show is about, but
No, I don't. And I know it's following the book. And I guarantee if I read the books, I could point out certain scenes and pictures and stuff and be like, hey,
yeah.
that happened. That looks cool. A lot of people were in the comment section were joking about the Nilfgaardian armor, you know?
Yeah. Um but like I watched Angry Joe's reaction to the trailer, and everything he was picking out was game based, and I'm like, dude, like it's based off the books. Like you can't say wrong medallion and all that when it's based off the books. um so like I do feel like they do need to throw a little bit more money at it, just
Yeah.
just to
I,
make it so it's it looks good, it just doesn't look great. And it's supposed to be Netflix's Game of Thrones, and if they want it
The
to truly
problem
be
is,
that, they need to add more money to it so it looks better. His hair's greatly improved from the wig, though. I do have to say that. What you got, Cody? Yeah, we'll get to the CW verse. Um, which rip. Um, let me just. There we go.
are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
So
So but what I was saying was like they have to shake the books, okay?
yeah,
I mean the games. Like they have to shake the stigma of the games because 95% of people who are going to watch that show have only played the games.
yeah,
They have not read the books.
yeah.
Okay.
That's a
The
tough
biggest
hill.
problem going into it.
Yeah, it's a tough hill to climb for Netflix. They could do
I
it.
think visually it looks great.
Yes.
Like when Henry Cavill looks like Geralt.
Yeah, a lot better. His hair is a big improvement from the wig that was first
Yeah.
shown off.
Oh,
All right. Um. Oh, I didn't even know that was announced for pre-production. I did not know. Um. But so Narnia, I have a love hate relationship with Narnia. Um. I had I had not seen Narnia for a while. Um. And the thing with when it came out, I hadn't seen it, and it was like it was in fifth grade, and then they showed it in class. I was like, oh, awesome. Then here's the problem: when I got to middle school, there was only two movies that my middle school would show us, and they showed us movies all the time. So those two movies became so repetitive, I began to hate them. And those two movies was Narnia and Ice Age. We never got Ice Age 2. They never played the second Narnia. It was literally just the first Narnia and Ice Age. So my middle school played that over and over and over and over for all 3 years. So Narnia, I'm interested to see what Netflix does with that adaptation.
Too, because they're starting as the books did from like book one.
Yeah, and
They're not starting from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. They're starting from like the Silver Chair.
okay,
Yeah, no. If from what I've heard correctly, I think they're following like the books.
okay,
So they're because like the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe is like the fourth or fifth book.
yeah,
You know,
okay.
like
So
there's a lot of stuff that happens.
that would be intriguing for me. Um, but if it
Yeah,
was just plain Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, I will hate it probably.
no,
Just because I'm not a big Narnia fan. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, Witcher, we'll be doing a review of The Witcher when that thing drops. Like, I don't care if that shit comes out at 3 a.m. I will get up at 3 a.m.
Oh no, we're not pulling the Stranger Things for The Witcher.
We have to, my man.
I don't want to though.
But dude, look at the Stranger Things. It's literally one of our best things ever. Um, it'd be interesting for Netflix to try the weekly release again. Um, just because they're
Yeah.
picking up so much content that if they're making this content, they could handle releasing an episode a week or every couple days. And it would it would be able to like stretch out because there's so much stuff to watch that like
Yeah,
we're trying to juggle.
but that's not like that's not Netflix's thing. Is they
Yeah.
are built on the binging streaming platform.
I mean, some shows they've done the weekly release, but that's with shows that are like partnered with another country or something that it has to air on their channel first. Um, but yeah, um,
That's the
that's The
Adult
Witcher.
Swim. Adult
Rick and
Swim, Rick
Morty.
and Morty. Uh, Interesting.
Interesting. We will be
Though
doing reviews of Rick and Morty. Um,
that comes out in November. Um, I'm trying to think of anything else they drop before we get to DC.
uh, so we got Rick and Morty. Um, there's an Infinity Train.
Yeah.
They released a trailer for that. We'll be doing a week of Infinity Train when that stuff drops.
God.
Every day, Monday through Friday, 7:30 is the episode of Infinity Train.
Whoop, whoop.
So expect a review at around 8:15.
I'm trying to think of what else dropped because we all know like DC is DC, but just I've seen
So the Rick and Morty
Watchmen dropped their
style,
trailer.
the Rick and Morty style Star Trek cartoon. Here's the thing. CBS All Access is juicing Star Trek for every drop it got. Um, I'm not a big Star Trek person. John is the Star Trek lover.
Yeah,
For
I
this
that's
channel.
why I kind of wanted to hear his reaction to Picard.
Yes, I really want to hear John's thoughts on Picard, but I mean the CBS stuff it looks okay. Um, I I don't have CBS All Access because I don't feel like they offer enough for me to have. They have. I mean, I watched it. I got it for like a week or two just to watch the Twilight Zone, but even that kind of just if the first couple episodes were great and then it just kind of fell flat. Um, but yeah,
Um,
all in all, that looks interesting. Um,
and HBO is releasing Watchmen, which is supposed to be their answer
s-
to their version of HBO of
The Boys, which
The
comes out.
Boys, and to somewhat finish Game of Thrones.
So here's my thing about Watchmen. I'm not a huge person who has been into Watchmen. I don't know all the Watchmen background.
No, I don't.
So if I'm putting the two shows, The Boys and Watchmen, together, I'm going to watch The Boys because it's more friendly to new viewers. The trailer that they dropped for Watchmen, like the first trailer was interesting. This trailer, it there's so much stuff I didn't know because I'm not a Watchmen fan that I
either.
feel like I'd be completely confused watching the show and I would
I'm
miss so much.
See, I'm kind of excited for both because Watchmen, Rorschach is one of my favorite characters,
Mhm.
probably in all of comics.
Mhm.
Just of his personality, like Rorschach is not a good person. He's
Mhm.
classified as a hero, but he's not really a good person.
Mhm.
So to see something like that, like a cult form, that very much strives against everything that he stands for,
Mhm.
interesting. The boys literally looks like um it looks like one of those DC like multiverse episodes of like, yo, what if we had Superman, but he was a dick?
What if we had a uh just a superhero show where the superheroes were the bad guys?
Where where they were the assholes.
Yeah. It looks really good. And Seth Rogen's writing it, so it's going to be
I
funny.
also like it because Carl Urban is pretty much the main lead,
Yeah.
and Carl Urban's great.
Yeah. I'm going to try to binge watch that. Um I don't know if I'll do a video on it. Probably will, but it all depends. But I guess Watchmen transitions us to DC. Let's talk about DC Universe first
Okay,
before we get to
I'm gonna
the
say, where are we starting with DC?
so there's two sections of DC. There's the CW and then there's the
Universe.
universe. So we're going to start with the streaming service.
We'll do the universe first,
Okay? They confirmed Doom Patrol season 2,
which we all figured.
which thank you. Well, look, after they canceled Swamp Thing, I was not holding my breath. I was a little worried, to be honest. Because Swamp Thing, the first episode got better reviews than the first episode of Doom Patrol. So the fact that Swamp Thing got canceled, it definitely made me worry. But Doom Patrol season 2, Doom Patrol is one of my favorite shows from DC Universe. It is fantastic. It is well written. It is hilarious. Like, the whole show, in of itself, is just so well done. The return of Brendan Fraser as an actual character is phenomenal. Um, I honestly thought Brendan Fraser was going to be gone from acting, but him coming back as Robot Man is definitely something I really enjoyed about the show. So Doom Patrol, because it's one of my favorite shows, I definitely am looking forward to season 2 of Doom Patrol.
Oh yeah, hands down. Like this, like I said, I have to rank it because Doom Patrol and Daredevil are up there as my all-time.
Yeah. So they announced that. They did announce that September 6th will be the release of episode 1 of season 2 of Titans. That's going to be interesting. Definitely interesting on that. Do what?
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting.
Cody,
Yeah.
let me just ask you this live. Are we
Okay.
doing episode reviews of Titans season 2?
I don't know. Look, Titans has to step their fucking game up.
That we at least want to cover the first episode.
Okay, that's fine because Titans left off on such a bad taste, on such a bad thing, and after Swamp Thing and after Doom Patrol, Titans really has to step their game up.
Big time. I wish we got a trailer, but I understand them not wanting to release footage of the show right now because unfortunately one of the crew members passed away. But the cliffhanger was bullshit, Caleb.
Oh no, it's total bullshit. It makes no sense.
The whole last couple episodes were just garbage.
Yeah, and because I think the problem with Titans was the DC streaming service didn't really know which direction it wanted to fucking go in.
Yeah.
It's like it's like unfortunately that was going to be the test. We're just going to throw everything at the wall.
Yeah. And like
cast photos have pretty much come out of like Raven in her outfit and Starfire's new haircut. It's like, okay, guys, like you're Donna Troy, with her lasso, and it's like, okay, so are you actually getting to where it's supposed to be fun?
Yeah.
Or are you still gonna do this dark, edgy emo shit?
And that's the thing. As we watched Titans, it got worse. Like, it got worse as the season went on. And our favorite parts, at least originally and for a while, was Raven and Robin. They were the best parts of the whole show. And then that ending just fucked both of them up horribly. Where the best character from beginning to end was Donna Troy, and she was only in an episode and a half. So that's what I plan on doing. We're going to do an episode review of the first episode, and then we will try to we'll take it from there. If episode 2 really well, Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Caleb. As the season goes on, it just goes in the toilet and just more is on its way, and hopefully it does better. Written, we need more jokes. Like, if Swamp Thing and Doom Patrol have anything, it's they're well written, both drama side and joke side. Doom Patrol leans more on the jokes, Swamp Thing leans more on the drama. But both of them are well written. And that's the biggest issue with Titans. It is not well written. You have Titans with at least like Raven, I think was the most interesting character of the entire show. And like when she they showed powers that I didn't even think Raven had. With the dude she healed from slitting his throat. And then later on he basically turns against her and she's like, "Well, I take it back." And his neck comes open and he just dies right there, bleeds to death. That's the
It's one of the best parts in the entire fucking show.
that is the best part of the entire show. Raven has great moments.
I take that back. The best part of the entire show is the entire introduction to Doom Patrol.
Yes, that is great, but the problem is though, like one, them recasting Chief was the best thing they could have ever done.
Oh God, yes.
The Chief that they had originally was garbage.
He was.
But yeah, the whole Doom Patrol episode was fantastic. It's what really drove us into Doom Patrol. And man, oh man. Whew. So, we have Titans coming out. We're going to cover the first episode. We'll go on from there based off of the season. Yes, they need to treat the characters like adults. They do. Harley Quinn released a trailer for the animated series starring Penny from Big Bang Theory. It looks really good. I cannot wait for that to come out because I will be doing full season of Harley Quinn. Because you have the Brave and the Bold Batman in this show. You have Harley Quinn being Harley Quinn. The jokes seem great. It just seems like a fun animated show for adults because it is not for kids. It is not for kids at all. But yeah, looks interesting. We're gonna be talking about it. Stuff like that. Cody,
I'm here.
are you ready?
Oh boy, what do you got, boy?
So Harley Quinn looks fantastic.
Sure.
That's all the news we got for the DC universe. So that means we're going into your favorite shows. The CW verse, because it's no longer called the arrowverse. CW has officially called it the the CW verse. Mainly because Arrow is ending this season. Well, half a season.
Well, he's basically done.
Yeah, he's dying. Like he traded his life during the last crossover. He traded his life for Barry and Kara's. Like,
so I don't want to hear anybody talking about, oh, it's so sad that he would do this. No, he's fucking dying.
he literally says in the trailer, "I've known this for a while. I'm going to have to die."
They've pretty much written these last 2 seasons of everyone finally having closure.
Yep.
There's literally an entire fucking vignette that the CW verse has put up of the character saying goodbye to Oliver Queen, and I'm like, okay,
it's not going to be a surprise. Not at all.
No, I don't want to hear shit up. Oh my god, I'm so sad.
So first of all, we're gonna have to do a live reaction video to
Yeah.
Crisis on Infinite Earths. Yes, I do like the new look for Canary. She does look pretty good. Um, it looks a lot more badass than just a wig. Um, but so we have Arrow ending. The trailer came out for that. Basically, Arrow is going to have, it's just him leading up to Crisis. Batwoman, it's just going to be Batwoman. It's going to be introducing a new show. The two main shows that we are here to talk about is The Flash and Supergirl. Which,
Yeah, I've actually watched one of the trailers.
okay, which trailer did you watch?
I watched Supergirl.
Okay, let's talk about that one first. What did you think of it?
I am not.
The internet did not like your answer and cut you out, so I did not hear it. Hold up. We'll get Cody's reaction in a second. Um, Let me just leave and join. Okay. Did that work? No? Okay. My mouse is acting funny. Anything? No. Alright, well, I'll keep talking. Um, I personally thought it was really interesting because you have Leviathan, which is basically this kind of. It's hard to really say. It seems like a cult, but it also seems very, very technology oriented. So I don't know how Supergirl is going to fight that. You have, um, yes, pretty much. But Black Canary can has powers versus Black Widow does not. Um, well, some versions of her has powers. Basically, though, Supergirl is going to have to fight this group hive mind. Really, it's like a hive mind. Um, what that's what they lead to think. That's the problem with this trailer. I don't know where to put Leviathan. Like, I don't know exactly where it belongs. Like, is it a hive mind? Is it like this group? Is it technology? Where does it fall? But Lena Luthor does get infected. I see. This is my problem. I don't know what to call it. Lena Luthor seems to get infected. She knows Kara's secret. She punches Kara in a shot, and then you have Supergirl's new suit, which is different than this one. No skirt, pants, and all. It looks badass to a point, but it's also very jarring because I'm so used to that, and that's iconic now. So it's definitely it's hard to really put what the suit looks like. I need to see it like fully in action. I don't Her just walking up is not going to be enough for me to know if it's uh how the suit is. It's not going to let I'm not going to be able to know from just her walking up. Let's see if we can get Cody back. His internet has been all kind of crap today. Like we said, we were supposed to start this around 5 o'clock today, which kind of sucks. But what do y'all think of the Supergirl costume? I'm very interested to see what y'all think. It needs more yellow. Superman's was perfect. I do agree it needs more yellow. I think it needs a little bit more red too. I think it's just so blue. Like this one, you have a nice even thing of red. That you really don't get. So basically, what they did, one, they shrunk the emblem down. So like the emblem is not like down halfway her chest. It's just right here, and it's too small. It needs to be bigger. Um, it needs to be bigger. She needs a little bit more red, and I do agree. Yellow. If they would give her the Superman emblem, it would have been perfect. Um, but because they didn't, it's very. Uh, it's just off. Like they're close, but it's not perfect. Like you said. But I'm trying to which CW show do y'all like the most? Of course, you know mine's Supergirl, but I'm interested to know what y'all think. Like, which is your favorite to watch? It can be cheesy. I don't. I don't even watch Legends because that's just garbage, in my opinion. Um, it's just all over the place. It makes no sense. The writing is just mediocre, if that. Um, yeah. Bum. Do, do, do. Huh. All right, Cody will be back in a second. But yeah, I want to know what y'all think. What is y'all's favorite CW show to watch? If y'all watch any, you can say if you don't watch any if you don't like him. But I'm interested to know. Trying to get Cody back up. Do 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 do. Bum bum bum. Okay, I guess we'll move on to the Flash. Um, since I don't know when Cody's coming back. Um, the Flash trailer. I have a issue with Team Flash. Flash needs to be just Flash. Um, um, it needs to be just Flash. And Team Flash is just aggravating to me. Um, oh, he's down for good. Let's see. Um, sorry. Um, it looks like Cody might be down for good. I might get him a phone call and it come through the mic, unfortunately, but just to finish this off. So it looks like Flash is fighting a character. me just call him real quick. Let's see if I can get him.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna do this ghetto style for the last two things.
Yeah, because I guess not liking Supergirl was the punishment of, hey, fuck you.
It knew how I feel about Supergirl, so it just cut you out. So
Yeah,
what
no, one does not hate Supergirl.
what were you saying about the trailer?
So, I'm not the biggest fan.
Mm-hmm.
I find that nothing really popped to me,
Okay.
and everything was kind of it was building up to, like, unlike with Forge where it had the reveal of Luthor or it had the reveal of
Kiss
that
my
are losing the Doomsday, it's like they have heavily on modern technology, and it's like, okay, if I want to see that, I just go watch fucking Black Mirror.
Yes.
And I get it if you're a fan, you finally see of all the payoff of, like, well, finally, Luthor's turning against her.
Yeah.
But this is something that, like, okay, it's not something I didn't see coming.
Also, they showed one snippet of it, and I think they should have done more focus on it, because you had at the end of season 4, you had the Guardian or whatever he is for Crisis. You had him show up to this portal, and out came John Jones, the Martian Manhunter's brother, who was sworn to kill the Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, they didn't show that at all.
They showed one clip, one small snippet of it, and that's it. And I feel like they should have had more focus on that, because each show has a big part with Crisis to connect them all.
They had no problem of, like, showing everybody else kind of being superpowered kickasses.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not a fan.
Well, the Flash trailer. I will be doing Supergirl reviews because I just enjoy it, and Batwoman because they're on the same night. I'm also doing, because I decided, because I will be working during the day, I won't be able to catch trailer videos and all that, and to have a video come up in the middle of the week, I will be doing episodes of The Flash reviewed.
Okay.
So, with the Flash trailer, it shows off his new costume, which looks like an actual Flash costume. Props to them. It looks fantastic. But the villain that they showed off is this guy in a black suit who basically is talking about death and how no one has to die anymore. And his eyes turn solid black, and that's where the trailer ends. So, like, I'm not, like, is Flash fighting death now? Like, which is very interesting to me.
Yeah.
I feel like that one honestly was more interesting than the Supergirl trailer, even from me.
It does.
Because it adds something completely new, completely different. It's not a speedster. It's not a super mega mind person. It's something that I've never seen. And that's what the thing about the Flash is. That's what we wanted from the Flash. Is something new. And I feel like they're going to give it to us with this season. So, overall, what are your thoughts, Cody? Are you speechless? Oh, well, the call dropped. Well, I'm just going to end it. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. It's been awesome. And like always... Oops. Hold up. There we go. Oh. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to end it because I was like, well, damn. Well, if the phone call won't work.
The power of the Flash resurrected it.
Um, so what are your overall thoughts?
So coming out, like, okay, so after the general hype, because we didn't even talk about the Marvel TV universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
We
Shield
mentioned
has been canceled.
okay, but no. I'm talking. We mentioned Wanda. We didn't
Yeah.
mention Loki. We didn't mention Hawkeye. We didn't mention Falcon and Soldier.
One I'm most excited for is Hawkeye.
Oh, oh, I
Like
lost my shit.
the Hawkeye one is just, it looks like, I don't even care what it's about, but the logo alone, it looks promising.
I always love what ifs.
Yeah, the what if. Yeah, I agree. Um,
So it's like it's gonna be, and the fact that everybody's reprising the role.
yeah. Other than
Yeah.
the main three people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. The Marvel TV stuff is so far out. Like the latest one is fall of next year, and that's Winter Soldier and Falcon. I think like Disney is coming out this year. Like you had the Mandalorian, but what other shows are you going to be producing?
This I want to say right now, Disney is not worth picking up when it comes out.
I mean, I'm going to get it just because like I'm a huge Disney person and I got DC Universe, so when that first dropped,
But to me, Disney does not seem like it is fucking worth it.
not right now. Not when it first drops, because Mandalorian's all we got.
Yeah.
um, but yeah,
everything else though is either meh
yeah,
to good.
yeah.
Like there's nothing I can honestly say that is really bad.
No, I didn't
Okay.
see anything leaving Comic-Con that was garbage. Even Terminator looked good.
Yeah, like even movie wise, it's coming out. I didn't really see anything that was like, okay, well, okay, yeah, there was one, but we don't
What
we
was
don't.
the one?
John, you know what the one is. It's the one that everybody was like, what the fuck? You know the one.
I think I do, but I don't. I can't get it off my tongue.
Fuck you.
Go
Fuck
ahead,
you
say
so
it.
bad.
Go ahead, say it.
No, I'm not saying it.
What movie is
I
it?
refuse. I refuse to acknowledge that trash.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. The one that stars one of my favorite people.
I refuse to acknowledge Pimp. I refuse to acknowledge Cat Daddy Pimp.
He's like, y'all can't see it. But up, I have like 3 magazines framed. The first one's Comic-Con's from Supergirl from, I think, 2 years ago, and then you got Black Widow from Endgame on this end, and then in the middle you have Time magazine of Taylor Swift, and she is going to be one of the main stars in an upcoming movie.
She's not. I don't think she's one of the main stars.
She's one of the main people.
Oh Lord, help us.
So is Jason Derulo.
No, he's going to be the main lead.
I think Idris Elba is the main lead.
I think they're all the main leads because if you've seen the musical, everybody is pretty much the protagonist.
So, it's Cats. If you didn't catch our drift, god damn, most things Taylor Swift does I can get behind, but this one,
Except for the last album.
yeah, the last album was but this movie.
This is gonna push my faith. Oh Lord, I know you put me in this predicament.
It is testing my faith because God, do I not want to see it, but at the same time, it's. I want to know if it's so trash that it's hilarious. Or
Dude.
okay, I don't know if you saw it, but someone on Twitter posted a picture of the Cats trailer. Okay, but everybody's face was replaced with not Ron Burgundy, Ron Swanson.
Oh my god. Yeah.
and and they tagged the actor who plays Ron Swanson, and he said, "I will do it in a heartbeat for free." So
Want Ron Swanson in damn Cats. I want no that. I want Ron Swanson playing David Hopper's character from Stranger Things.
oh my
In
god. But basically they had Ron Swanson photoshopped over every single character in the same scene. Everybody was Ron Swanson, and it was phenomenal. It looked better than the trailer. But we're just gonna avoid that, and we're just gonna end it. So Comic Con 2019
honestly
was really
it
good.
was good, but compared to other years Comic Con,
Yeah,
there wasn't like an oh shit moment.
yeah,
Like Marvel, you kind of knew was going to drop their big thing, you know.
and I think that's the issue with DC not showing up. Well, they showed up, but they didn't show up movie wise.
Well, because DC is at, which is weird because like DC has like 3 movies coming out next year.
They have Joker coming out in October, which looks
Mhm.
really good.
Which they need to drop an official trailer for.
Yeah, another trailer.
Well, yeah, another trailer. They have Birds of Prey coming out in February.
Which they don't have any trailer for.
No.
And then you got Wonder Woman coming out next May.
Yeah.
And this is what's really going to be interesting. Because Wonder Woman comes out a month after Black Widow. Whoever gets their trailer dropped first is going to have a lead going in.
Yeah.
So I'm
it'll
just
be
saying,
interesting.
Wonder Woman's been filmed. They're done. Wonder Woman's been done for months. They could have kept their November time slot for this year. Remember, they were being released in November of this year. They moved it. So they were going to beat Black Widow to movies by months. But now they're after. And they fucked up with this before. With was it Shazam?
Yeah.
Where they placed it after Captain Marvel. So yeah. But Warner Brothers, they should have showed up other than It. We didn't talk about It.
No.
Fucking It looks phenomenal.
It really does. Pennywise is a terrible villain.
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård is an amazing actor.
Yeah.
Like that final scene
Oh,
of the
it's
trailer.
gruesome, and he's not doing anything.
No, I love it.
It's phenomenal. I'm going to be watching that the day it drops. Like, if it comes, I will literally be like, well, I'm leaving for the day, get out of teaching class, go straight to the movie theater and watch it. Like, I don't care.
Apparently, Batman Beyond is getting a remaster.
Yes, it is.
Which is good because Batman Beyond is, to me, underrated. Like everyone talks about how great the animated series is, and it's phenomenal. But but Beyond is actually really good.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I love the Joker movie that they made for Beyond. Like that was fantastic.
Other than that, I don't think there's anything else like importantly big.
No. Yeah, Blade's coming, but Andrew, but
Blade. So I'm happy with who they got to choose Blade because Mahershala Ali is a really good actor.
He is.
What I'm most curious about is how the fuck he fits in all this.
Yes. Like, how are you going to introduce vampires now? Like,
Well, no, because Blade doesn't. Yes, Blade fights vampires. Blade also kind of fights other supernatural.
yeah, like, is that going to be
Like,
part of
yeah, like okay, you're
Doctor
talking about this being
Strange?
like. See, this is why Phase 4 really interests me
Yeah.
because if you look at the lineup, a lot of it is mysticism and cosmic and tech, but they've also thrown in a couple like just low key like street to martial arts with
Yeah.
Shang Tsung and Blade.
Mm-hmm.
These ain't dudes who got like mystical magical powers. Blade literally he's a vampire, but he has swords, and Shang-Chi's just a martial artist who has a monkey. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. And also, like, yeah, Andrew, it all depends on Scarlett Johansson's contract for Black Widows. But I don't see them making one Black Widow movie and stopping. Uh,
No. But this is what gets me. A lot of these shows have also been confirmed to be the outcome of Endgame.
yeah.
You know, so like this is supposedly Wanda and Vision. Vision's fucking dead.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, they didn't confirm. Uh, I I don't think they confirmed. They said Black Widow was part of it was going to be taking place, um, between Civil War and Infinity War, which interesting, awesome. If we had a prequel, that's the right time that I wanted one. But
But you have for so long been hinting
at
at Tibet,
Budapest,
at Budapest. This is taking place in Budapest.
yeah. Um, there's also a problem I have with that.
What?
You know, they're going to be making multiple Black Widow films.
Just revive her.
You
It's
have
gonna
to,
be
because if this one is a prequel taking place between Civil War and Infinity War, there's no other time you can put a Black Widow movie.
gonna be
So you have to bring her back.
they're going their best.
So I do have to say this, with them, with the Eternals not having Keanu Reeves, I feel like Keanu Reeves is probably going to be Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That's my feeling. Let me do this. You got me, Cody? Welcome in, Christopher. How you doing? How you doing? Um, but yeah, they had to bring Widow back. That's just what it has to be. They have to. Hold up. Bum 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 bum. Cody, you muted. I think Cody's internet clocked out on him. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just wrapping up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of I heard you there for a second, Cody.
Yeah.
But basically what I was saying is because Eternals is not having Keanu Reeves, I have a strong feeling he's going to be Adam Warlock for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I want Keanu. First of all, let's confirm that he's in the MCU first.
Yes.
Like this is before we start debating. Okay, hey, who's he gonna be? Look at him. We can on who's gonna be.
Yeah. So I do
What do
have
you
that.
think?
Yeah, I have that feeling. Um, but yeah, I think that's where we're gonna actually end it for tonight. I'll probably be live on the gaming channel tomorrow, playing something. What I'm not sure, but I'll probably be playing something over there. So make sure you go over there and hit that subscribe button. And like always, I will see you in the next one. Oh, hey Superman, welcome in. Sorry,
Later.
we're wrapping up. Uh,
Sorry, Superman.
later.
Later.